Hi, Cloudy. Yana regards you with a weary smile. Mia! You haven't done the new raise, correct? Now, are you and your static planning on doing it starting next week, or no? Probably not. Because you guys are still working through Pandemonium, correct? Are you guys... I think you guys were working on Pandemonium 11? If I remember correctly, that one was a little bit more easier than the rest, but I don't remember it. But that's just what I heard through the grapevine, though. Fran, I was hoping you'd drop by. There's something I wanted to share with you before heavyweight matches begin. Come on in. It's the light dark boss. I am not 100% positive if I know what that means. The kittens have taken to their new home. In case you're wondering, still I can't tell they miss Hector, the poor things. I've asked Honey and the others to come as well. Before they arrive, let's have a quick refresher of the situation. During a cruiserweight campaign, we managed to convince several fighters to retire from the ring, not least of all Risteria, who was already afflicted with psychokinesis. There was one who wouldn't be persuaded, though, the brute bomber. I myself developed symptoms of psychokinesis through Atropes ambushed us. I got a little carried away using a feral soul to stop her. There was a glimmer of hope when Nayuni discovered the existence of a cure, but it was dashed when the president took her and Eutrope hostage. He wouldn't allow us to deviate from his script. Ah! Hi, Mistral. How you doing? But in an unexpected turn, the president himself was aware of the cure. The drop of life, he said he'd divulge its location if you can become grand champion. Let's see, what is this? I'm doing okay. Are you on your way to work, or are you already at work? How did he learn of this? Where does he get his information? I've never met the man, so he's complete mystery to me. That's why I wanted to gather everyone in order to form a better picture of who we're dealing with. I hope you have a good shift. Hello, my dears. We let ourselves in through the back. You never know who's watching after all. Hey, hey, what's the occasion? We're having a retirement party or something? Now, do you still have to work on the actual holiday, or does your company close for the holiday? Sorry, hun, I haven't met the president in the flesh either. He only called me a few times to give instructions. It wasn't him, but Metem, who came to recruit me at one of my performances. While he recruited me and Hector in person, all contact afterwards was via communicator. He speaks solely about business, never private matters. Okay. Yeah, I already knew your schedule happened to fit in with the holiday, but I wasn't sure if your company still was open, cuz for me working my department, we get it off, but the actual hospital doesn't shut down, so same with me, I'm afraid. Dancing Queen, on the other hand, is well acquainted with the man. Dancing Green. After a fashion, the geezer has a love for the theatrical. As a performer myself, we quickly hit it off, and often had debates about the best way to engage the audience. While I believe the key is making folks feel good, he insists that they need to feel a measure of discomfort, and that's the job of a heel. Okay, now I was expecting the president to be a Lullafell. I'm just saying. 'Tis when the lonesome are laid low that the audience knows the high is high, and the fighters burn brightest, he'd always say. Oh, where are my manners? Ah, I was. I don't know if the clip cut a little bit short, but I was half expecting Lad to take off his shirt. I know, but hopefully you are going to at least do your Twitch affiliate anniversary. It wasn't February. I could have sworn it was well, I did say it was either January or February, so that does track. Hold on. When does February 22nd fall? So February 22nd falls on a Sunday this year, it looks like. Or next year, rather. That sort of poetic justice has appeal, I'll admit, for proof. You need to Look no further than the frantic crowds at the Brute Bombers matches. Whatever else the president may be, he's a damn good showman. Right, the president's personal life. All I know is he traces his ancestry to Lindblom. Lindblom? That's where the stimulant for the regeneration factor was apparently researched. Well, what do you know? Unfortunately, I never got the opportunity to hear more about his past. The last time I saw the old man was 3 years ago. That would be around the time Mittum approached Honey. I wonder if something happened to the president that's kept him from appearing in public. But with the limited knowledge we have, we can only speculate. So even between all of us, we hardly know anything about the president. Our play remains Fran becoming grand champion. Only then will the president share the cure's whereabouts. And if he goes back on his word, we can threaten to reveal the truth about the immortalized to the public. If all else fails, then we have the hand, but if we're to use it, we must first rescue Itrop and Nayuni. As to not endanger them, the plan will need to be discreet and foolproof, and I could use everyone's help. Can I count on you all? I'm offended you thought you'd have to ask. Of course you can count on us. We'll save Yana's sisters and give the rotten president a piece of our minds. I got along with the old man well enough, but I had no idea about his shenanigans. Art and entertainment shouldn't come at the cost of those who make it. Ain't that right, sugar? Thank you all so much. With everyone's cooperation, we'll work to free my sisters while Fran continues her campaign to become grand champion. It goes without saying, but I'll continue supporting you as your second. Together, we'll carve a path through the heavyweight division. It seems we all have our task. The rest of us will begin exploring ways to rescue the girls at once. So there's about to be an Arcadian broadcast. It's a regular program intended for fans, so it might not help much with your preparation, but it couldn't hurt to give it a watch. Fans of the fight and connoisseurs of combat, I bid you welcome to another edition of Arcadon Hour. For today's special guest, we have heavyweight fighter who shall soon face the unenhanced upstart Fran in the ring. Oh, she got hot. The devilish divine dominatrix femme fatale. As indicated by her appellation, Fran has climbed her way up the ranks without the use of feral soul. Cloud Doesn't this kind of remind you of like that one wrestler that we were just talking about? Should this upstart rise to become grand champion, they would be able to do as he pleased with the Archidon Souls repository, and it seemed they intend to release all the souls. This would fundamentally alter the Archidon, leaving its champions of unenhanced fighters. What are your thoughts on this? What? I mean, I guess her hair is red, but still, it's kind of giving like a Dami, like a goth Dami mommy vibe. Don't make me laugh. The upstart would only bore us to death. Our fans create spectacular battles that will blow them away, and you simply can't get that without feral souls. So saith the lady, but what do you, the people, actually think? We hit the streets to find out. Fight without feral souls? What even be the point? This is the Archidon we're talking about. If I can't watch a muscular woman ambue with a beast soul squeeze the life out of her enemies like she's making juice, I'm not interested. The unenhanced warrior? Just a novelty, I reckon. There to drum up excitement for the champion. I know, right? If it was interesting at first, I'll admit, but the act has gotten old and everyone's had enough of it. I know I have. Frankly, I despise the upstart. She forced the Howling Blade to retire with that outrageous rager, for one thing. We don't need some outsider barging in and running roughshod over our traditions. Leave the Archidon alone, you hear me? Leave the Archidon alone. See, no one wants her pathetic excuse for entertainment. Huh, that's odd. There should have been some interviewees who supported Fran as well. Dang. Or perhaps not. You're next, darling. You've been a naughty, naughty girl. And I'm going to give you the punishment you deserve. See? I am telling you, goth Dami Mommy vibes. Just saying. Damn them. They clearly only showed the interviews that served the president's agenda. I'm sorry you had to see that, Fran. We have plenty of supporters out there, and that's the honest truth. Forgive our sudden intrusion, but after the broadcast just now, we simply couldn't sit still. You're my hero, miss. We'll keep cheering you on, so please don't give up. There are plenty of us who feel the same. We believe in you, and we wanted you to know that. I get nervous whenever I watch you fight. At the same time, I'm inspired. Given courage, I don't get that far from fighters who use feral souls. MGM! I was actually using you to, test my shout-outs earlier. I do actually like some of the outfits. Like, this is Mario Party, but which one? It almost looks like maybe the one for the DS? Mario Party 2, that would be N64? Or was that... Why am I space casing so hard? The GameCube? Okay. By the way, MGM, I was talking to Cloud about one of the fighters for the Archdon, and I was telling him that I felt like she gave, goth Dami Mommy vibes, just like someone else. That's right, and don't forget, souls weren't even used in the Archdon in the beginning. I bet the other fighters could also put on a thrilling show without enhancing themselves. See? Battles with feral souls are a spectacle, there's no denying that, but by the same token, it feels artificial. Your fights, on the other hand, are as real as it gets, and it fires me up like nothing else, so keep your head held high and keep fighting the good fight in the heavyweight division. Please let me join your gym. I want to become a fighter just like Fran. Well now, we'd be glad to have such an enthusiastic trainee. I must warn you though, the training isn't easy. Why don't you come back with your parents for a tour first? See, you have quite the following. Even if there aren't any more feral souls, it doesn't spell the end of the Archidon. Many people admire and support you, and it's for them as well that you fight. Once I'm cured, I'll love to come out of retirement and fight unenhanced myself. I believe the others feel the same. Bring it! Is that so? All right, we'll be there. This is it, Fran. The heavyweight matches are beginning. Mintum asked us to meet him in the green room as usual. Fran, I was hoping you'd stop by. Wait, where is the green room again? Okay. I'm going to give him some choice words about those interviews. It's good to see you again, my friends. How have you been? We've been better. What's the big idea with that broadcast? I'm sorry, but the president's orders, it was all I could do to drop a hint that there were other opinions. The mass retirement of the cruiserweight division has left the president feeling threatened. Whatever he may have said before, he's eager to be rid of you. On that matter, it's no use trying to convince the heavyweight fighters to quit. They've all been informed about their psychokinesis and chose to continue fighting on their own volition. That's because they've been told that if they defeat you, they would be able to use your soul to cure their affliction. Grr, that bastard and his slow tricks. Victory is the only way through this, so what anger you have, I suggest you channel into the ring. As you did before, I have no doubt that you will make your mark in the heavyweight division as well. Critical hit. By the look in her eyes, Yana still smolders with rage. Grr, just when I think I've seen it all with that president, he comes up with another underhanded move. If that minimum says is true, we've little hope of convincing your opponents to quit. There's nothing for it but to stay the course, and while you fight to become grand champion, we trust the others to rescue my sisters. Alright, see you later! I'll talk to you soon. Oh, and have a good night too. And a good day at work. But do you still say a good day at work if they're working the night shift? A good night shift? There you go. If we get the drop of life's whereabouts from the president in the end, we'll be able to save everyone. Talk to you soon. Right then, we'll take a look at the first heavyweight opponent. Femme Fatale, whom you've had the displeasure of seeing in the broadcast earlier. She's a fiendish fighter who harnesses the souls of Dismont, a giant bat whose power allows her to suck the life out of her opponents. Her biggest claim to infamy, though, is the fact that she's a sadist. Inflicting pain brings her pleasure, and her ring is filled with apparatuses for that purpose. Mind your surroundings out there, or you'll become her plaything. Remember, you have plenty of fans who believe in you, so believe in yourself and show them the strength of the unenhanced warrior. Now get out there, Femme Fatale, for what you claim your first heavyweight victory. Alright, I have a feeling I'm gonna want to bump up the music. Okay. What? I am shocked. I have never not had the minimum eye level before. So, for funsies, let's take a look at the new I so far am not sure I'm digging this. Yeah. It almost looks like I'm a pilot. Let's take a look at not really sure if I'm a fan of this either. Okay, anyways. Back to what I was doing. Sid! Hi! Thank you for swinging by. What's my gear level? I'm still short. I've only did the unlock for this, so I haven't gotten like too far, unfortunately. And I just found out that I surprisingly don't have the eye level for the Archidon. Like caught up, like you finished this patch, or I've been, yeah, so like I've been hearing for some people like that, yeah, they've been having like issues, and I was like, oh. So what did you think? And did you stream? Because I don't think I saw a stream. Ah, okay. I'm a little bit surprised that, like, it lasted a week, though. Oh, there were attacks earlier today, too? Jeez. Oh, yeah, I can upgrade my shit. Forgot about that little part. So his... Yeah, I wish I could say that I'm surprised, like, that there weren't attacks, but let's be a little bit honest. Oh wait, what am I doing? Isn't the Sublime Curiosities where you're supposed to get that stuff? I don't have any coins. Yeah, but I just realized the reason why I wasn't highlighting was because I don't have any of the first raid's like pieces. So so I can't upgrade my story pieces regardless. I don't have my crafter like leveled. Like I think my crafters like the most is 21 apparently. I know, right? Because I wouldn't, like, even if I try to look on the market board, I wouldn't know what to look for. Each expansion I get. Yeah, I think it wasn't until this expansion that I found out that, like, I guess what people... Like, what do you... Should be the top option. Okay. Is there a market board on here? I can't remember. Holy shit, I'm blind. Oh. Ah. Oh. Okay, this music is kind of bumping. Oh. Okay, come on. Shh. So, like, somebody saying, like, remember to stand in tower and kill ads. I'm like, how can I remember? I just... Come on! Gosh. That was a decision.
みんな飲み込んであげる。
I'm gonna die if I don't get enough heals. Oh. All right. There it is. Your first heavyweight victory. Never doubted you for a moment, Fran. I'm sure you heard them, but the audience was going absolutely wild. Yenna appears to have something on her mind. Now then, there's a bit of time before our next bout. That's because your opponent originally would have been none other than Wicked Thunder, your trope. For reasons we all know too well, they have to call up a replacement. Who that is hasn't been decided yet. Let's head back to the gym for now. With some luck, Rostera has made some progress on the rescue. All right. Have a good night, Sid. Talk to you soon. That's the boy from before. What could be the matter? Hey, what's wrong? Hey now, what's wrong? Your gym. They've wrecked it. What? Who? Why? Hey there, kitty cat. We made ourselves at home while you were out. You're the ones who did this? We heard this was the unenhanced cook's haunt, so we decided to drop by to say hello. What have we here? The dynamic duo who has taken tag team matches by storm. The Extremes. Could they be Fran's next opponent? The Unenhanced Warriors is a single specialist, though, so I expect she will be pitted against by only one of them. Which brother will be that takes the ring? The older, cool and collected Deep Blue, or the younger, fierce and fiery Red Hot? It'll be both of us, naturally. We don't work any other way. Don't worry, though. We'll tag in and out, so it'll be a fair fight. Alright, I have someone calling me, so I am going to raid out. Did it work?